Good morning, sir.
Jesse, do you have an arraignment?
No, man, no, sir. I've got a request to reset for a plea. I'm Mr. Manzano. Manzano. We've come up with an agreement for 28 As and 2 VIPs, and then we're going to plea it to a first
What?
probation.
What are you to do?
20 AAs and 2 victim impact.
So,
Lead to a first probation.
Yes, is that what we agree?
so if he completes the 20 AA courses and the 2 victim impact panels, then we'll plea it to a
Why
DWI.
don't we just make that a part of it? We can always make it a part so that if he doesn't, then we just light him up, you know? Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Just, we'll do the standard conditions, what we would do. And you can do it on the first, right? And then if we done, it's still, is it a 0.15 or above? What is?
No, it's a, no.
Yeah, we can always make it a part. That way we're done today, because it's already 220 days old. I mean, that's gonna, you know?
Okay with you? All right.
Yeah, and then, but I'm still doing a repeat offender DW education class, you know? He's still gonna have to do that. And, you
That's fine, Judge.
know, okay, let's
Yeah.
write it.
All right. Well, write it up.
Ramona, you ready?
Yes.
Shall we start? Let's start at the reins.
Julian Monroy,
Coming up, sir. You were Julian Monroy.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Monroy, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On February 2nd, 2025, an officer was dispatched to 8511 Leander Street in Houston, Harris County, Texas, in response to a shots fired call. Dispatch noted that 10 shots had been reported fired in the area at the location. When the officer arrived, he observed 7 males standing around 2 vehicles at the location the shots had reportedly been fired from. The officer saw in plain view a 9mm handgun laying in the back seat of one of the vehicles. The officer asked the owner of the vehicle if he knew that there was a gun in the vehicle. The defendant, who was standing next to the owner, responded that the gun was his. The firearm had an empty magazine loaded into it. The officer checked the area around the vehicle and found 8 spent 9mm shell casings. The defendant stated he had purchased the gun today in the streets for $500. The defendant is 17.
Sir, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I find that you're in possession of a weapon, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what are you doing with yourself these days, Mr. Monroy?
Can you repeat that?
What are you doing with yourself? Are you in high school or
Yeah, I'm in high school. I'm currently in high school.
are you actively enrolled? You
Yeah.
attend?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like a lawyer today?
Not.
You need a lawyer. You need a lawyer to represent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is a serious case. You're facing a year in jail.
Okay.
It has serious consequences. So I don't know if you plan on hiring one. Are you here with anyone today?
Yeah, I'm with my mother. She's back there.
Come on up, Mom. Last time I might need your help. Please. Good morning. Thank you for coming. Are you familiar with what he's charged with?
Yes.
He's facing a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. I'm making it a condition of his bond that he's not to be in possession of weapons. If you're not a United States citizen, you have to be very careful. If you go to jail and immigration finds you and you're not a citizen of this country, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you're going to sit in custody. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Do we have any co-defendants? This was Monroy.
No.
No one else? Okay. All right. So I am also making it a condition of your bond that you are to stay in school full time. I don't want you out in the middle of the night as well. Do you
Yes, sir.
understand? Nothing good happens out, a 17-year-old at 1 or 2 in the morning. Do not pick up any new cases. Do not become a danger to my community. If you're shooting a gun up, what goes up must come down. If you're shooting it down and it ricochets and it hits someone and they get killed, who gets the charge? So I'm saying, be very careful. There are appropriate places. In public, it's not an appropriate place. I was going to give him a lawyer today. Are you okay with this?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to fill an application for me. What I'm gonna have you do is I will have you sign a reset with Ramona, and then I'm gonna have you take a seat in the juror box while I get your bond conditions. And then I'm gonna have you meet with a lawyer here momentarily.
Yes, sir.
Be careful while you're out there. Make smart moves.
Sure.
Understand? All right, come on.
Puede sentarse.
He's gonna be monitored with you, so no drugs, no alcohol as well. Random testing.
Mayor Holman?
Have you heard from Brandon? Looks like he has your Strauss on. All right, I'm gonna have you take a seat in the juror box. You are not allowed to leave, sir. Take a seat from the juror box. Are you Mr. Okonkwo? Good morning, sir. Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You speak English?
Yes.
Okay, you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On February 3rd, 2025, an officer was dispatched to the student-only lobby at the University of Houston in Harris County, Texas, in reference to an unidentified suspicious person standing in the student-only lobby, accessible only by students and authorized staff with their key cards after operating hours. The officer observed the defendant standing in the student-only lobby after the operating hours. The defendant was identified and recognized by a witness who had previously warned the defendant about being on campus after hours. Additionally, the defendant had been issued a previous criminal trespass warning for the entire university campus on February 1st, 2025 and October 4th, 2024. The witness stated the defendant had verbally acknowledged the warnings.
All right, Mr. Okonkwo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to go back to the University of Houston. Do you understand? I'm going to do everything in my power to protect the public. If I find that you are going back, you endanger my public, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand? I know that there have been several issues at the University of Houston. Did they ever find what was, do you know?
Not to my knowledge.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Okonkwo? I'm going to have you fill out an application for me. We'll see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. I'm also ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons as well. Do you understand? All right, I'll have you sign a reset and then we'll have you take a seat in the juror box while we find you a lawyer, sir. Please. Can you file that,
We have
please?
Washington on page 32.
Washington, come up.
Good morning, Ms. Washington. Ma'am, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow, so you were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am. Sorry?
I'll have an attorney.
Okay, we'll get there. Please.
Judge, on February 3rd, 2025, officers were dispatched to an accident at the 4900 block of Fondren Road in Houston, Texas, Harris County. The officers observed a gray 2016 Chevy Malibu to have struck a concrete pillar. The vehicle was still running and the defendant was in the driver's seat of the car. The defendant was a sole occupant of the vehicle. Officer spoke with the defendant and observed signs of intoxication, including poor balance, glossy eyes, and strong odor of alcohol and breath. Officer overheard the defendant tell Houston Fire Department she had a lot to drink. The defendant had just left a club called Good Mood and was on her way home. Officer administered SFTSs, HGN 6 of 6, and did not perform the other standard field sobriety test and was detained.
They took her back and she
He
blew.
was transported back to the station. You guys see red consented breath, 0.0162 and 0.167.
Got it. Okay. Can you look her up, see if she has any priority to PIs, please?
That's just.
And one more thing, whether she has a valid Texas driver license as well.
I will see any priors.
Okay. Mr. Washington, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. You understand, ma'am? You are not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, which are also a condition of your bonds. You violate those as well, you will end up going to jail. Do you understand? Yes or no? Did you see whether she has a valid license? Okay. Did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer, ma'am? Did you want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, I'll give you an application. I'm gonna have you sign a with Ramona, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box and then fill it out, and then we'll have you talk to someone here momentarily. Everything happens.
May,
Today.
and come back to you.
I'll let the lawyer explain to you how it works. I can't give you legal advice. Mr. Pulowski. Hey, Mackenzie, can you help me out real quick? I have Mr. Pulowski with us online. And we had reset his case, Varela, for a week for you guys to eval it.
Okay,
So what say you?
so we have to do the eval, it's not my case, so. One second. I will confirm.
Sure.
So yeah, whenever he's ready.
I'm fine. Setting up.
So
Waiting
you,
on a toxicology report for, not the alcohol. one. Yeah. But, if you want to check the defense counsel, where you can-
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna, it's already 204. You guys still don't have the report in. What's taking so long?
I don't know, it's a Parks and Wild, had to pull them over.
Because we were supposed to have the report in by today, right? Did we not,
Yes.
did we not set this for a discovery hearing, Mr. Pulaski?
Yes, you judge, the blood is in.
Judge, we had previously set it to get the blood on the alcohol report.
There we go.
Alcohol came back 0.069. And then the state said they wanted an additional tox. You reset it for 1 week. We came back. They said they wanted to eval. You reset it for another week. And now here we are again after the second consecutive 1 week reset.
Right, but if I said, if we'd set it for a discovery hearing, so if all the evidence not in, that, we're not gonna use it, you know? I just can't.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you why it's taking so long, but it has.
Have you guys reached out to Parks and Wildlife?
We did to get the blood and
When do they submit it for analysis? Do you know? Because if they submitted it recently, that thing takes like 6 months to work. From my experience.
back in August, Judge. That's when the tox report says that there has been the evidence is for the DPS also provided by the West drug analysis. And that was back in August 14th.
Did you guys between now and the last 2 eval settings reach out to the DPS lab to see where it is, I guess in rotation?
No, Judge, I didn't know.
And Judge, to add some more context, I didn't get the ethanol report until January 15th.
That's right, we didn't get it. When it came in, it was done back in August.
What do you want to do, Mr. Pulaski? You tell me.
Well, if the state doesn't want to dismiss, then I guess we need a trial setting, and I'm asking that this, any additional talks be excluded.
Do you mind if I discuss with my chief?
Yeah, absolutely. Take your time. No rush. I mean, we got time. Hey, come on.
Hey, Jen.
Hi.
I have cases on docket today. First is Tanika Burton.
Okay.
Both I already talked to Ramona about a trial date.
Is this the one where they offered you a dismissal, but she doesn't want to take it?
Yes.
So whatever date you want.
Okay, and then Chartain, CHAR,
Yes.
same thing. She just wants a trial date.
Sure.
Cool.
It's all evidence in on the Chartain.
I think so. It's just body camera. It's a hindering apprehension case, so it's just gonna be
Okay.
stuff. Cool. Thank you, Judge.
Hi.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning,
I'm
Counsel.
Lisa Teachy. I'm one of the MAC attorneys assigned.
Sure.
And I've just got assigned to your court. I have two things, please. Mr. Godley Johnson is on your docket today. He was a fugitive, but he was already picked up. Am I supposed to approach you on those, or if the disposition is done, am I just okay?
Hold on a second. Is he on docket then?
Well, he was set for today. I don't know if he's still on your docket. I had a setting for him for today. I just didn't know if he still required him to approach once he was sent to the home state.
Maybe he's on the jail docket because I don't see.
Judge, he's on page 10. The fugger was already filed.
Yes.
Okay, it's on about late time. No, they filed the figure today? Did they file it? They
Yes,
filed it
Judge,
today?
I got
then?
an email from Day that he's filing it today.
Okay, you're good. So don't worry about it.
Okay,
Right, so it's basically, it's going away.
Okay,
Right,
thank you. I just
yeah.
wanted to make sure what your process was on those. And then, Judge, I have an off-docket matter. I was appointed on January 27th, and that was the day you had to leave the bench on an emergency. That day, the DA and I had worked out an agreement on a bond condition. I would like to see if you are amenable to
Sure.
changing it.
Cosmo.
It's 251-4452, and I've spoken to Mr. Thomas this morning. This is Malvo. Okay, next up, we'll get you a rent Judge, she's a mother and the son is the complaining witness. And the DA is saying no contact, but the mother still has to buy him groceries and stuff like that. So she's now having to like place the order at HEB curbside and then call somebody to call him. So she was asking if you could change the bond condition so that she can phone him and text him, but no contact still. Mr. Thomas said he was in agreement with that.
So, okay, so the complaining witness is
Is the son.
does he contact with her or no? What's he want?
Oh. The mother wants full contact.
I know
but
that
will-
she does, right?
But will
But,
agree to the.
but I like to follow what the complaining witness's wishes are. If he doesn't want to have contact with her, then
Oh, I
you know?
see what you're saying. If he wants even just no.
How old is he?
I think he's in high school. And I think he was with the father, but then the father took him to a friend's house. So I believe,
Where's he living now?
Judge, I don't know because she doesn't know.
She doesn't know where he's at?
No,
So how is she getting him groceries then?
because she has to call her father. She calls her father and tells her father that she's placed the grocery order. And Judge, I haven't talked to her. I didn't talk to her on Friday, so I'm not sure about that. She just called and reminded me to ask for this. And I'm looking at my notes.
The state would be opposed to that due to the fact that when we did do the rip poll, she was reportedly already reaching out to him to try and get him to come back to live with her. And.
So it seems like she may be violating conditions anyways, Ms. Tichy.
I'm not aware of this. When was this?
Well, yeah, I mean,
But was it before I was appointed? Judge, this is an old case
right.
and I was appointed
Let's
just
do
on the
this.
27th.
Try to rip it today.
Yep.
Try to rip it today. I mean, not obviously right now because we're super busy, but maybe this afternoon. Can you reapproach tomorrow and see? I'll have them reach out to him. And you remember, you can always Zoom on. That's why I have it. So you don't have to be here in person. You got the Zoom. see what his wishes are, what he wants. Is he having issues with her? Is she still trying to, and then we can regroup tomorrow.
Yes, and would you please clarify if that's an old trip? Because I really was just appointed
Yeah,
like a week
absolutely.
or two ago.
It's July 9th, 2020.
Yes, yeah, I was appointed
Yeah,
on January
that's
27th.
old. So let's get like a recent one done and then, is there an offer in your case now?
I don't think there's an offer, Judge. Can I look over your shoulder with
No,
you?
also,
Sure.
because it's old.
There is no, oh yes, there's
there's-
a 15-month deferred offer and a
Quiet,
30 days jail offer on the case.
Yes, Judge, and I'm not sure what happened with her last attorney. I still need to do my client contact and my
Yeah, take
discovery.
it. There's no rush. But I mean,
Okay.
for contact purposes, I want to know what he says.
Perfect. I understand that. Thank you so much. And then I'm a Mac attorney today, so I'll be in and out. Thank you so much.
Marcus. Oh, sorry. Who do we have here? All right, come on. Thanks. You Jalen Moore?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes. Sir. Yes, sir.
And you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 120 days in jail with credit for the 56 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, can never change this. You understand?
Yes.
This is what you want to do.
Guilty.
You're guilty of the offense, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. It says here that you have a prior assault. Is this true or untrue out of the 488th District Court from last year?
That's you, ma'am.
Not sure.
Did you have a prior assault last year? Is that true or untrue?
I don't think so.
Just abandon it. Yeah. Right. All right, ma'am, I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to the agreement. Good luck to you.
Thank
Thank you, Mr.
So what?
You going home? On this class? You got it. You going home? Your felons work out, so you're going.
Okay, Marcos, you ready?
Yes, on arraignment, Judge Zamora.
More on page 33, Judge.
Zamora, come on up.
Él nomás escucha. Y se va a traer y todo, ¿ok?
Okay.
Ahora no. Se queda más.
You are Esteban Zamora.
This is Stepan Zamora?
Sí.
Yes.
Mr. Zamora, you're charged with fleeing a police officer. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir.
On February 3rd, 2025, an officer observed a vehicle traveling southbound, making a legal U-turn, and the rear of the vehicle fishtailed during the illegal turn. The officer pursued the vehicle by positioning their vehicle at the fleeing vehicle's rear with emergency flashers on. The officer witnessed the vehicle make multiple illegal lane changes without the use of a turn signal. Additionally, the officer saw the vehicle increase speed. The illegal lane changes were made within 2 car lengths of the vehicle the fleeing vehicle passed. The pursuit lasted approximately 0.7 miles before the fleeing vehicle finally came to a stop. The defendant was identified by his Texas driver's license. An NCIC inquiry revealed that the vehicle had expired registration and no insurance. The defendant admitted to having just left the bar and had the odor of alcohol on his breath. When asked why he didn't stop, the defendant said, "Oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry."
Attorney for Esther Monzano? Yes.
So they didn't do any field sobriety tests, anything like that, huh? You're very lucky, Mrs. Zamora. Mrs. Zamora, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. So you said can you look him up to see if he has a valid Texas license?
You don't have a driver's license on file.
Do you know?
I don't think he does.
If you do not have a Texas driver license, you are not allowed to drive, Mrs. Zamora. I'm making that a condition of your bond. You must also have liability insurance as well. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, They're going to put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until the case is over with, and then you get shipped off to immigration. That is a 9-month process in and of itself. Do not become a danger to my community. Do not violate these conditions. Otherwise, I will lock you up. And I'm telling you, ICE sweeps it on a daily basis. So if you spend any more than a couple of hours, they'll put their hands all over you. Do you understand?
Sí, en voz alta.
Do
Yes.
not drive. You also have a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Mr. Adrogi. He will tell you if and when you have to go back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're not responding to phone calls or text messages, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I will have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. After that, I will get you to Ramona where we will have you sign a reset. And after that, you're free to go. Okay, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
Hey, Tony. Yeah. Good morning. How are you?
I see, you look very distinguished with the beard, Judge. You've got 2 weeks? Yes, 2 weeks?
Oh, he's 2 days.
Good.
How are you?
I would look good. I don't look good with a beard. Some people,
I can't grow the mustache. It kind of looks like.
oh yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Even though I'm blind, I can still see it. Anyway, Judge, I'm here in Oriana Carranza. If you recall, we were here last Thursday and I verified that ICE has removed him.
They did remove.
Yeah, he's been removed. He's been deported.
I guess I'll issue a warrant then, you know? I don't know what else we can do.
Well, just to give you a little bit insight of the facts, they're still looking for the complaining witness. They might eventually dismiss it. I personally think that they're gonna dismiss it, but he's not here anymore.
Who's not here? Oh,
He's
you mean?
he's not in the country. I did.
Nucci,
I
talk.
know, and she's very reasonable. She said she think,
Want me to do?
you could either reset it for this
I'm not gonna
condition
open
or,
indefinitely.
yeah,
I-
or you could issue a warrant. If you issue a warrant to dismiss the case, the warrant goes away anyway.
Sure, I
If
guess,
you want to do that, that's fine.
yeah,
I don't think he's coming back.
okay.
think
I'll do
they'll-
that 2501 and then
Control people.
if you get something else, just let me know.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Do you want to stay on it or do you want to withdraw?
It's up to you. Let me think about it. Let me see if he's gonna come back. If
It's
he's
you.
come back, take it. But,
If you want to withdraw, just let me know and then.
all right, I appreciate it. Thank you. Good morning, Judge.
You ready?
We got a plea ready. It should be ready. May I call him up?
Yes, please. Do you need Blasa too? Jesse? Need Blasa? She speaks English?
Yes.
Trey, can I see him on the plea?
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks. No, that's okay.
Is your signature here? Is this your signature?
Yeah.
You should, from the information you gave here, so I can get your correct for the rest of your life?
No talking.
You were Edgar Manzano. Mr. Manzano, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 15 months. You need to understand something, and let me make this loud and clear for you. This is now a second DWI. You pick up another one, what happens? Right. Minimum 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And you don't have to be falling down piss ass drunk for them to file a felony on you. All you need, because they're going to look at your record, you get pulled over, just strong odor of alcohol. That's all they're going to need. And then boom. That's it.
Only 20 years old, Judge.
It's freaking 20. When was the first one?
was
McKenzie.
last year, Judge, in Magnolia, in Montgomery County.
None? How are you? Even if you've had a sip of alcohol, I would never, even if you're 72, get behind the wheel because you're only going to hose yourself. If I find that you test positive while you're on this probation, I'm going to put you in a rehab facility. Do you understand? I want him tested a lot. He has two bond violations.
He's got an ankle monitor on him, Judge. And he would prefer to keep that.
I'm not taking it off.
Yes.
Right, you will be required to have this gram while you're on this probation. I can't pay for it though, so get ready. You know,
How much that cost, Judge? $350 a month?
East,
Understand?
not allowed to drive either. I'm suspending your license for a year. Do you understand? Mr. Manzano, you're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal once you accept this agreement. You can never change this, undo this. You are stuck with this for the rest of your life. Do you understand?
Yes.
I want you to understand something. You have two bond violations and you've only been on bond for roughly around 180 days. Get ready because you test positive one time. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Number one, you're looking at 180 days, but you will stay. It's not going to go well. A minimum of 9 months in a treatment facility. If you respond well to treatment, up to a year and a half in a facility in the jail. Do you understand? To successfully complete this thing. Has he already done a TRAS, Shatori?
Not yet.
You must do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what conditions you may need. If they assess further conditions, you must follow those conditions. Do you understand? They may say residential treatment. Due to the fact that you have one DWI, not long ago, you have now another DWI, now you've got two bond violations, they may say residential treatment. So get ready. A DWI repeat offender education class, 3 victim impact panels, 90 20 Alcoholics Anonymous meetings. I say we like get that done pretty quick, you know, because he has a real recent violation. So let's do maybe 3 per week for the first now, starting up now, 3 a week.
You could do more. You'd have done.
Yeah.
They have them there.
Well, no. I'm doing this in a specific way so that it lasts for a long time. I don't want you to do all of them at one time. I want to do 3 a week, and that's how we're going to do it because I want them to last for a long time. I don't want you to do them all in 1 or 2 weeks. No. Do you understand? We are going to craft a plan for you. I'm going to have you meet with clinicians. You're going to be evaluated to see how we go forward because, Mr. Manzano, I don't know you. I've never met you before. All I know is how you look on paper, and it just doesn't look good for a 20-year-old. So the idea is that we craft a plan so you don't kill someone out there and end up with a 40-year sentence because that happened not 3 days ago. Do you understand? No drugs, no alcohol, no breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit to a breath test, you must do it. If you don't, you're in violation of this probation. $100 one-time donation to Mothers Against Drunk Driving, 30 hours of community service, and a guardian interlock. Are you in high school now? What are you doing? Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
Okay.
Judge, you said guardian interlock?
Right. So what happens is we have this order that we send to the Texas Department of Public Safety so that DPS in Austin puts something in their system so that every officer in the state knows that if you're pulled over, you're supposed to have a guardian interlock. So if you're driving a car that doesn't have a breath test device and they don't and they see you driving without it, they're going to arrest you. and
He has
put-
no driver's license, Judge.
So this is what we'll do is we're now making another condition that he's to get his driver's license. Are you here with permission in this country?
No, he's not, Judge.
Okay, so then he can't get his license.
He'll never get a license.
You need to understand one more thing. You were lucky to be out. You go to jail and immigration finds you, they're going to put a detainer on you. Do you understand? So you have a lot to lose.
You still wanted him to get a guardian angel?
Well, yes, we're gonna do the order so that DPS knows it, but what we'll do is we'll have him with the scram. Okay, how do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty? I'm gonna find you guilty. I'm gonna send you to all these conditions. Get ready, because I'm gonna follow what the TRAS says, and whatever it says, that's what we're gonna do. Do you understand? Okay, all right, guys.
Thank you.
So just wave his fees, and to me, I don't care about the money. It's never about the money. It's you doing what you say you're going to do and doing it the right way. That's what I care about. All I'm trying to do is prevent someone from dying on our roads because we don't need it. And you don't need to go to jail for 40 years because I'm telling you, every single day, someone dies from a DWI in our county. It's disgusting. Don't. When it's so easy, all you have to do is one freaking button on your phone, $30 will take you anywhere you need to go in this county. How much money have you spent the last 3 years on DWIs? When $30. Do you know what I mean? Hit the flipping button next time. For the next 15 months, your butt's mine though. You test positive, I'm gonna light you up. Do you understand? All right. Good luck. Okay. Hi, good morning. Give me a second. I didn't even write down. I knew the other one. Sorry, I didn't write this. The pen died.
Is your pen working, Judge?
Yeah, I put in a new ink. Sure. Okay. All right, so Ms. Dixon, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 1 year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 9 days in jail with credit for the 3 days that you've done. Is this how you understand the plea bargain agreement, ma'am? Oof. You are on probation right now for an engaging in organized criminal activity. You need to understand that by pleading guilty to this, it's very possible they revoke that probation and it would result in, further confinement. Do you understand?
I spoke with the CLO, and because the disposition date on that deferred was prior, or it was after this offense. It
So
was
this offense was picked up prior to her
Correct.
getting onto probation?
correct.
Okay, you need to understand one more thing is that if you pick up an offense while you're on probation, it's just not going to go well for you, especially another theft case, because I mean, right here, it's too much, right? The people upstairs, they said, well, she's just not getting it. I mean, let's just give her more time, 10 years here, 12 years here. All these thefts, they're all enhanceable. So when you pick up 3 thefts, that's a felony offense. And then if you've been to prison, boom, it gets a 15 to life case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers if you're not a citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never come back and change this. You understand? Well, is this one of those Bed Bath and Beyond things? Where is it from?
Bath and Body Works, I believe.
You know, let me give you one more thing. You know, my wife has this app, right? And it tells you how good things are and it tells you how bad things are. We were looking, because I love those soaps as well. Do you know how freaking harmful they are for you though? I was going through this app and it tells you, it gives you a scale from 0 to 100 to how good they are, how bad they are. They're awful. So you're getting something that's even worse for you as it is. Don't. Good luck. Thanks. Hi.
Yeah, Mr. Howland, Davion, he said about what today.
What's the last name?
Davion, D-E-L-E-O-N. Unlawful dumping, he's supposed to do a cleaning green.
Is he here?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Have you permitted to withdraw?
Sorry?
Have you permitted to withdraw?
Of course, yeah. So, how many times did you take it off? Let me see. So 10,004.
Right back here.
Thanks. Yeah, go for it. Mr. Johnson, we have one here for you if you need it to withdraw. We can,
I can do it here online, whatever you prefer. So
yeah, however you want it, whatever's easier. Hi, Mr. Healy.
I'm approaching on Samantha Salazar. She's in custody. And we were here about a week ago, and I think the state was gonna talk to felony. She does have a motion to adjudicate in this court and on a felony. Her next court date is March 11th on her felony. You know, I don't think, at this point, we have no reason not to fight. I mean, I would want either a hearing or.
Wasn't it last week you were saying the cases were good upstairs or
I
whatnot?
thought they
or-
were weak upstairs, but she took a plea on the injury to the elderly. And I reviewed all that evidence and I thought it was triable.
Have they given, what's going on upstairs? Do we
She's
have any?
getting a TRAS, and I'm assuming they're gonna reinstate her upstairs if she's getting a TRAS.
I mean, I guess it depends what the TRAS says, right?
Right.
But most likely, I'm with you. I think.
That's what she's telling me.
So the reset for a week to reach out to felony and see if we want to set it for a hearing.
Right.
If we do, then we will be reset another 3 weeks to have the hearing. Defense counsel wants to do it before 3/11.
When do they sit upstairs for the TRAS? Do you know? When do they set for the TRAS upstairs? Does it say? Do you know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
And I know McKinsey said that, I don't know if she's emailed felony, but there's been no word from felony since a week ago. You know, I'm trying to just unsat term her but I feel like I've got some defenses if there's a hearing.
I'm not sure when the TRAS is, Judge.
Say it again?
I'm not sure when the TRAS is scheduled.
Where's Shatori at? Well, Shatori might know, actually. When she comes back, we'll be able to, we'll be able to find out.
Okay. So
I'm happy to give you another reset.
you know, that's fine with me. I just don't want to run out the clock. I don't want to keep her in custody longer than she would be.
She's there regardless.
She's there for another month.
That bond upstairs at 100,000.
Right. She's there for another month. So, you know, maybe we could do another week or maybe we could reset it to Friday or something.
Yeah, and in the interim, I guess if you don't mind finding
Find
out,
out.
and then let's see. It'd be interesting to see what the TRAS says, and then we
Sure.
can kind of piggyback on whatever they do upstairs.
Right.
Make sure it happens.
Yeah, that could be something because she's been in custody a long time. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Joe.
Hi.
We are here on John Giddens.
What's the last name?
Giddens, G-I-D-D-E-N.
Hey, do you still have the one that we just did the plea on, the theft? Do you still have her there?
Yeah.
Do you mind? Don't send her down. Because I don't think she said guilty. Please, can you make sure that if you're going to send her down?
Well, they're not taking females right now.
Hmm?
2 hours.
Okay. Tell me.
So Judge, he is on the fugitive docket. He has signed a waiver of extradition today. We just didn't know if you needed to admonish him or if this will suffice.
No, it's fine.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
Next question.
Who was the lawyer who did the plea?
She might have gone in the back with her.
Yeah, do you mind checking? I don't think. Ray,
Hey, good morning, Judge.
I'm sorry, Anna, you were here first. Sorry, Ray. Anna's been waiting.
Oh, okay.
Anna.
I've got two on the docket today. The first one is Vicente Rodriguez. He's in custody.
Okay,
He's got his felony is set for March 11th. Can we put him on March 12th?
sure.
Okay.
Rodriguez, page 44. You want the day after?
Yes,
Day after felony.
if that works for y'all.
Sure.
And then the other one I have is Torrance. She's the one you revoked her bond on Monday.
I
and then-
remember.
Okay.
She's
um,
out, right?
Yes, she is. She's got the appointment scheduled to get the scram put on and swap out the portable for the scram. And we are still waiting on tox results. So I just need a
Lawrence is the
receipt
last name.
on that one.
I'm sorry, what was the last name, Judge?
Torrance. What's up with the talks?
It looks like it was submitted for the docs on 9/19.
Okay. I guess if you don't mind, please reaching out to them. Where are you in it? We're not gonna wait, 15-month for it. Have to put somewhat of a time limit on it, so it doesn't reach 250 days, because we're at 170 days now. So, I mean, it has to be reasonable, And the problem is that we get these, they file for this further talks. It's taking forever. And I mean, it's unreasonable to make someone wait 200 days, 300 days for it. So I'm okay with giving you time, but not too much,
The other one, Judge.
Oh, great.
I don't know, it was on.
Oh, Mr. Pulowski,
Yes, sir, I'm here.
your case has been dismissed.
Okay, thank you all. Have a good
Thanks.
day.
You too. Take care. This one's 170, so I'll give you a little bit of time. But at the same time, see if you don't mind reaching out to them. Hey, guys, where you at? But this one's not as old though. Oh, and well, that I didn't know about that. I mean, because I don't get access to that, so I don't know. But yeah, that's funny. And I guess maybe that's what it is. Anytime it's below a 0.08 that they're just sending it out. Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, the HFSC is faster than DPS.
Okay.
The other case with Mr. Pulaski, it was DPS.
Got it.
And it's awesome. It's a little bit of a
Yeah,
mess up
I got
there.
it.
But
So-
they should be faster and they have a triage page for them to update us.
So we'll set you up for a couple weeks, Anna, to
Okay.
see if they can get it,
Okay.
and then,
And I'll send you the email that you have to send because they ask for certain things and they'll let you know where it is. But they have a triage page where you just.
yeah, please. Okay, Anna, when do you want?
Do-
2 to
can we
3
do
weeks, whatever you want. I'm
3
cool with it.
weeks? Okay, I'll chat Ramona, can I just chat Ramona? So that
Sure.
way you can move on
Of
to Ray?
course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, Judge.
Yeah, thanks, Anna. Okay, Ray, sorry to keep you waiting.
That's okay, Your Honor. I have Mr. Puente Carizales on your docket today.
Carizales.
Judge, I believe I told him he was waived today.
I don't
Um,
see Carizales. Is it, what's the last name?
Puente Carizales.
Oh, Puente.
I don't see them on the document.
I see it.
This is the case, Judge, where we're waiting for approval or denial. Finally got approval at 6:30 a.m. this morning from Ms. Geis. All we need, we also got the contract. All we need to do is get the portable device and the $300 money order. I'm confident I can get it to you by Monday, if not sooner.
Okay, you want to roll to Monday?
Let's do it, if you could,
Okay.
Judge. That's all I have, Judge.
If it's not done, Ray, he has to be here. If he's not here, then I'm revoking his bond.
I will be there, Judge, if that happens.
Okay,
I'll have him there as well. All right, thank you, Judge.
all right, have fun.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bottom of page 26, if you can roll it to Monday. Come on, ma'am. I forgot to ask you how you plead. Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Thank you. That's it. Have fun.
Judge.
Ricardo.
Hey, Judge.
Hey.
We're approaching on a fugitive case from last week. Mr. Alejandro Cortez, COR.
Is it on today or no?
It's on today's
I
docket,
see.
yes.
Okay.
He was supposed to turn himself in by Friday of last week. He didn't make good, looks like.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll look at, set it at 0.
Okay, sounds good.
Cortez. Let's see.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Top of page 5. Revoke it at 0. Hey, no talking. Hey, hi, Mark. Good morning. Come on up.
I have Dallas Martin on the docket, Your Honor. This was a case that we had reset because you wanted him to fly down here for his warnings.
To do what?
For his warnings and bond conditions. He was here for the Chargers game, Texas Chargers. That's where he got arrested. And he's back in San Diego. He
here now?
bought his tickets. She showed me proof of him, but he's got the flu and bronchitis. So he didn't want to get on the airplane. I've got the doctor's note. I talked to him. He sounds very ill. I said, give me anything you can. He said, here's my doctor's note. He showed me proof that he actually did buy the tickets. So he had tickets to come down here, but he didn't want it.
When do you want?
The doctor's notes say until February 19th is when the symptoms should start clearing up to where if he's on a plane, he's not endangering the other passengers. So maybe like Monday, the 24th.
I'll set it for bond pool that day. If he's not here,
Sure.
that's the 3rd time. I'm not gonna do it anymore.
Good.
You know, it's unreasonable. It's the thing is that I'm not supposed to show favoritism, you know? And every single person that gets arrested has to come here for bond conditions on the first setting. We've already waived it. This is number 2. Next time is number 3. That's it.
Understood. And I did speak to him. He sounds legitimately sick. I honestly believe he's telling the truth. I would have had him come down here, but
Yeah, so 3 strikes, you're out.
yes, sir. So you said on February 24th.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Eric.
Morning, Judge. Approaching on Ignacio Varela.
Okay.
We're here for a PTI admonishment. He's in DWI PTI right now, and he's being honest and admitting that hasn't been able to stop drinking.
Herrera, come up.
In his SOP, so they're recommending putting him into a more intensive IOP program.
I'm
He did say that he's been sober for a month now.
I'm putting a scram on his ankle though, you know? Not a good morning. No, this is no tolerance. I don't understand what you're not getting, you know? If we have facilities for you, if you're unable to stop, you know, we're giving you the opportunity by yourself. If you're not able to do it, then we have treatment facilities for you. That's it. Test positive one more time. I will revoke your bond. I'm going to put you in jail. It's just not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm now amending your bond conditions to have you put a scram on your ankle. This thing is extremely finicky and it detects anything that you put on your body. So if you try to come here and say it's mouthwash, it was a tequila lollipop, it was hair dye, I don't care. Excuses go in one ear, they go out the other. Do you understand? Have you spoken with them to see if they still want to even keep him on?
Yes, so the recommendation is to modify him and put him into IOP. He's an SOP currently, but they want him to go into IOP followed, I guess, by SOP to get it done.
Something more has to happen. He had 2 bond violations while he was even on bond, and now we have this?
He has been participating in the treatment, and this has been coming up at treatment, and he's being honest about it. Outside of him being honest, this wouldn't even have come up. So I do know that he understands that, and he's trying to get better, and he does report back that he's been sober for a month and 4 days now. So I think he is doing better, and he's on the right track, and I think the IOP will help him.
When does it start?
He's currently enrolled in SLP from what I can tell, so I would assume after he completes that, he'll start.
I think that we need to just kill the SOP and start with IOP now. No, I mean, SOP is obviously not working, right? When did he start SOP?
Let me double check.
So, Felicia, scram on today, please.
Going to be enrolled with PTI program and that would be probation.
Do we do that through you though, then, Shatori, the scram?
We can switch it over, but you'll have to cover those.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's, you know, the consequence of behavior, right? You will be responsible for paying for the scram device. I can't pay for it because you're no longer on bond. You're going to have to foot the bill. If you don't pay for it, it's going to go into lockout. And if it goes into lockout, I'm going to revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So I'd like it on today, though.
Okay.
Okay, so, I need to reach out to Ashley to see where we're going to go, because I think something deeper needs to happen, because it's not enough. You know, the drinking is still occurring. It occurred while we're on bond, and there has to be some kind of consequence, you know? So I don't know, Eric, I'll email you and I'm going to email Ashley and we'll see but take a seat for me. Okay, I'm not ready to reset it just yet. So let me reach out to her. And
You want to reach out to her right now?
I'm going to reach out to her right now. Okay, hi.
Here, I'm Mr. Kabir, Kabir.
Okay. Come up, Mr. Kabir. So the case is 221 days old. Where are we?
Your Honor, we've been asking if we could set it for trial, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll set you for today. I'm now amending his bond conditions to also put a scram on his ankle.
He already has one, Your Honor.
Okay. If you test positive again, Mr. Kabir, the same thing is going to happen. I don't care about excuses. The next time it will be doubled, if not tripled. Do you understand? No means no, and I don't care what it is. I don't care what day, whether it's New Year's, Super Bowl, it doesn't matter. Do you understand? Okay, all right. So just whatever day you want, I'm happy.
Yes, sir.
All right. Take a seat here, Mr. Kabir. Come on up, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here for Mr. Cueva Gonzalez. Here's the situation, Your Honor. He is not eligible for PTI. However, the state has made, in my opinion, a very reasonable offer. I would like to discuss this with his immigration attorney. I believe he's going to be okay by taking the offer. I would just need a week's continuance.
Is this a second or is it a true first?
True first.
DWI.
First, Your Honor.
The true first?
Yes.
What is the name again?
Cueva Gonzalez, Cueva.
I'm curious as to why the denial. Was it a high BAC?
Yes, Your Honor, and he hit a pole, pole, something like that.
Is it BAC?
0.20. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger.
I know, I'm just, that's, okay.
What's up?
Can you look to see any priority to BIs?
None, Your Honor.
I don't see any judge.
Okay, all right. We'll give you a week because it's old.
Understood, Your Honor.
Then he's got to be ready when we come back.
Good, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yes, sir. These banners hanging in front of you.
Oh.
Okay.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm re-approaching on Miss Salazar. I believe the TRAS is complete
Oh,
and
our TRAS or their TRAS?
their TRAS.
Oh, so what'd they say?
Domestic violence caseload with BIP and a mental health evaluation. She picked up two new charges for assault and injury to elderly.
And she's on deferred for the injury to elderly and the new assault was dismissed.
So they're going to amend the conditions and put her on the domestic.
Higher intensive caseload and not for BIP.
When is this supposed to happen?
They just completed the TRS on the 4th. I'm not sure if she went back to the 4th.
She's not slated to go back until late, like
March 11th.
maybe March.
March 11th, right.
I guess she's just gonna sit.
I guess she is.
Right?
With our probation, she was supposed to complete it on July 25th, 2024, and she's completed all our conditions. She just picked up the new law violations.
And she pled to it though.
She pled to one of them, right? Which by the time I got appointed, she'd pled to it. I didn't represent her on that, but I reviewed that and
I mean, I'm not gonna set term, obviously, right? I can't do that when you pick up a felony injury to a child. So, I mean, I guess let's just. No, I guess because she completed what we were supposed to do. The only thing is she picked up the felony case. So I guess unset term. And then we'll let her go through the rigmarole upstairs. And then if she's able to complete it, great. If not, then she can let him go into prison. Yeah, just admonish her accordingly, because I mean, let her know. I mean, there's only so many chances that where they just.
But she won't be adjudicated though, right? So, I mean, it's unset term, but not, she's not convicted.
I mean, I think that's what it amounts to.
Right.
You know? Let me see.
You might just hurt her in getting a probation down the road.
I mean, if you, so if we were to unset term, would that reflect as a conviction now?
I'm not sure, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, because I'm not, I think that we need to go through the right way. She's already had an assault family member dismissed, 2 prior aggravated cases dismissed as well. She's on deferred with us. She picks up the felony. I'm not just, I mean, if you want to set it for a hearing, we can. But if you want to do the time served today, we can as well, you know, and just be done with it.
I mean, I would ask maybe unset term could kind of be splitting the baby, maybe.
Okay, she's already had so much that was already done.
I understand.
Now the world needs to, you know, it's reason.
You know,
Right?
I just reviewed the evidence and had I been representing her
But that's upstairs. That's
I
not,
know, I know, but I mean, that's what we're going on though. The new law violations are
she pled to it.
I understand, I know.
Don't plead if you're not, you know, if
Right,
you're not
I
guilty,
agree.
don't plead. And
I wish I could have told her that.
so I mean, I guess I don't want to do let's not do that. Let's just go through the whole thing like we're supposed to. We
Okay.
do the time served if that's what you want, or we can set it for a hearing.
I mean, would you allow her to plead not true to something she already is pled to and on probation on
I
upstairs?
mean, she can, but I'm not going to find it.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it. Yeah.
Not going to find, she can say whatever she wants, but I'm not going to find it. I'm not going to find it true
Right.
because it's not.
I mean, there's no way that we could find it untrue, basically. I mean, because I don't want to necessarily have a
Because
hearing.
it's not,
Right.
it's not, you know, the thing to do is to do what's right.
I understand.
And she's pled to it. you know, now it's not gonna, I don't think it'll hurt her upstairs, right? Because they're going to
Would.
reinstate her.
If we had a hearing, I don't think it would hurt her,
So,
but
yeah, I mean, how much credit does she have, Trey? A billion? And the thing is, Mr. Elam, is, no, you see what you see, right? You haven't seen the history that we have had with her.
sure, I understand.
I've had so much history with her while she was on in that first assault. She went AWOL, I mean, at least 3, 4, 5 times, gone for years at a time.
40 days.
That's it.
She has 40.
Times 3, that's what, 120, right?
No, if you want to do like 40, credit for 40 or whatnot, and just be done with it today, we can.
Let me go talk to her.
Yeah, absolutely.
We would just
Whatever
set
you
it for
wanna
a
do.
hearing, but I mean,
Just let me know.
It won't be a conviction, it'll just show as unsafe term.
Yeah, I don't think that that's the right route. We did that already once. Yeah, okay.
For comment order, remain seated.
Yeah.
So, Eric.
Yes.
I know that you guys are now talking about having tiered PTI programs. Is that right?
Goal.
That's such a great goal. It's, I mean, we need to. We have this case here where this gentleman is in a PTI. He has 2 BVRs while he's on bond. Our cases, right? Now gets in the program, now we have more. So obviously what we're doing, it's just not working.
So he's in the program?
Correct. And now we're here on more violations.
And I'm sorry, because I thought he had applied and that he was
No,
denied.
he's in.
That's not him, but it,
Oh, I pulled the wrong person, sorry.
yeah, so he had a couple of bond violations. He got into the program. He's doing SOP. And as part of his SOP, he was honest with him and just told him that he had been drinking. And I believe the last time he told him he was drinking was January the 5th.
Okay.
So they filed, I guess, a
You know,
violation
people will
on it.
say that, but it's, how do we really know?
Right.
You know?
And the recommendation from the CSO was to continue supervision, but change him to IOP where he can get more intensive treatment.
Mhm.
And the judge today is wanting to put him on a scram device as part of the program as well. And he wanted to speak to you about potentially,
How
if
do we
can
go
think of anything else.
so that we know?
So,
You know, because it's, what we're doing now is just not working.
so what I can do is, because it looks like I've received a violation report and just I haven't responded to it yet. I can agree to keep him in the program. At this point with IOP and a scram device. So he would have to turn in whatever device he has now, switch to a scram.
There's no, it's absolute no tolerance.
And then
It's
on zero tolerance.
Mhm.
and I don't care what it is, Eric, you know,
Understand.
it's just, but. And I think that this is a prime example of how we need to have tiered, you know, that it's so sorely needed because, you know, DWIs are not just one
That's
thing.
good, right,
One,
absolutely.
and that's what we've been doing for 4, and it's just not right. And then that's why we're back here where had we probably started out with a more intensive, and I don't know why, because we had the violations in the interim. Maybe the TRAS was done prior to the violation?
And I also don't believe previously that violations were given much attention. So we now have methods in place to better track an applicant who has bond violations so that we can look at exactly what happened with each of those to evaluate whether you know, we think they're an appropriate candidate, and if so, should we be looking, you know, more in detail behind the TRAS recommendations or adding things on top of the TRAS, so.
Do you mind bringing your client up? I certainly appreciate the honesty. I think that we probably would have found out at some point regardless, you know?
I think it shows that he has the want to do better.
You know, I appreciate the honesty. I really do. I think that we probably would have caught on at some point, because you can't just, you know, you can lie to us, but you can't lie to yourself, right? The idea of this program is for you to better yourself, to learn, so you don't come back, or so you don't make a decision where you create such a chaos where you kill someone, you maim someone. That's what we're trying to prevent with these programs, to give you the tools, to give you the knowledge so that you don't go out there and make a boneheaded move where you kill someone. You know, if you kill yourself, okay, great. Don't leave a wake of destruction. That's all we're asking. It's absolute no tolerance from this forth, from now on. And I don't care what the excuse is. I don't care what the blow is. I don't care how small. I don't care how minute what it is. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess that's it. We'll
I'll respond to the DWI PTI unit with what we just discussed. And then they'll let you know what you need to do going forward.
Okay, yeah, as far as the removal order, they'll contact him for the interlock and then switch him to the screen.
That could have to come from the CLO. I
Okay.
believe that's where it come from.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I want to ask you one more quick thing. All right, guys, please.
Future dates not necessary.
I don't know how that works.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we keep the same.
Just go back to the termination date.
When was the original termination date?
Yeah. Don't even change, don't change or reset. Just leave it as is.
Okay, but I have to change it because the docket today is.
Oh, okay, so Eric, I guess it was the
Back to the original
31st,
termination.
right? Was it the October 31st thing? Okay, hi. Come on. Will, I'll hit you up next.
Okay, I'm here on Jose Triconis. He is in the jury box. He took a drug test this morning and he came out negative. But apparently his bond violation was that he was supposed to show up for one. He was out of town because he
Up, sir.
works out of town quite a bit. We're trying to get him into the PTI program.
Is it with a T or with a D?
I'm sorry?
D? D. Good morning, Mr. Traconis.
Morning.
You know, you're supposed to let your lawyers know.
I did, yeah, I did all that,
Your-
emails and
No.
everything. Yes, sir.
So when you call them to go, when they call you to take a test, if you don't,
Yeah.
we issue warrants. So that's why you let your lawyers know, hey, I'm going out of town, so they let
Yeah.
us know.
I do that.
So if it happens again, I'm gonna issue a warrant for your arrest. So don't miss if they call you to test again.
Okay.
Do you
And if I-
understand? If you're going out of town, let them know. They can let us know, and then we will work out some kind of solution. But you,
I did do that before. That's why
I don't know. All I know is that you didn't show up for the test, and that's not good, not a good thing. So just don't let it happen again, all right?
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
It's a normal reset. Continue supervision.
I know. Good morning, Judge. I have Timothy Smart. I spoke with the state and I'm sorry,
Got him already?
Mr. Smart,
Yes, we issued the warrant Friday. Wow, that was
he's
quick.
here. Mr. Smart's here.
Wow. Okay.
Fast. Yeah.
It was quick. Wow.
Really quick. We have Mr. Smart in custody. We spoke with the state. They're willing to do a PTI with him going to the Harris Center.
He doesn't show up. We've done this over and over and over. You know that his parents called here. Yeah, he doesn't show up. We just tried that and he didn't show up. He just doesn't show up.
I might be confused, but he's in custody. So even if we do the jail release, they have to pick him up.
He goes, leaves. We've done that, we did that this last time, and I don't know, yeah, see, we had this jail release here where we released we just did it like 2 weeks ago. Did it with Miss Lori and then
It was with Miss Lori.
just take off or did it?
Oh, yeah. What happened was he there.
I'm calling Lori.
Okay.
Hey, do you remember we did the mental health release to Ed Emmett with Timothy Smart last week? Like he never showed up, or did they pick him up and then he just took off? Do you remember? Because we had to issue a warrant because he was gone. And so I issued the warrant and I issued it this past Friday. But guess what? We got him now Saturday. And the thing is that they're trying to do the mental health release thing again, but it didn't happen last time because he either took off or didn't show up. Do you remember what though? Smart, yeah. You'll know it when you see him.
It was Hugh Brasher.
Here, I'll say it again.
It was Hugh Brasher. He
Oh, was
the
it here?
attorney. I think with Laura, we did it different. She was the attorney for previous cases in 2023.
Oh, I think that you're the attorney on previous cases, not for this one then?
Yeah, there was
Okay,
something
sorry to
else.
bother you. See, okay, bye. Okay, let me call Hugh. It's like a wild goose chase. Bill.
Hey, Judge, how you doing?
Hey, bud, how are you?
Wonderful. I emailed you and Victoria just now. Sorry, I'm here on Galden, Gaulden.
Okay.
I finally just asked my client, I was like, just give me the login for your GED account and I'll see what I can see. And there's a link there that says, get your proof of enrollment. So I downloaded that, sent that to you.
Will.
So
Will. He has an open
yes,
felony warrant.
that's the next thing I was going to say. So we got that to deal with. I think I'm talking to him right now, asking him what happened and why he didn't show for felony last week. But either way, I mean, that means that should we set him for bond forfeiture?
No, he's
And
supposed to be
this-
here today, and I'm not with a felony open warrant. I'm not gonna he's supposed to be here today. And I can't just enable, because that's essentially what we're doing.
Understood. Just a quick point of order, Judge. We did
Sure.
say he needed to be there unless we were able to find and send proof of enrollment, which I've sent you.
Okay, so let's do this then. I'll set SFBF 2 days. He's gotta be here Wednesday,
Okay, understood, Judge.
but he's got an open felony warrant. I can't just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wanna
That's
do
fair.
that? You okay with
Yeah, I
that?
mean, that's,
Okay.
I mean, do I have a choice?
Yeah. You have an open felony warrant, man. You gotta take care of it,
I know. I would ask to have it just set a week, but if you want to do 2 days, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay,
All right, thanks, Judge.
thanks, friend.
Yep, see you.
You're with me.
So I spoke to Ms. Salazar and she wants a hearing.
Okay, we'll set it for a week. So get ready, because what we need to do is we're setting it for an MAJ hearing. Okay, so you guys talk amongst how, but she's on probation here for an assault family member. She's picked up a felony, pled to that felony, and so she wants to have a hearing as to whether I'm gonna find it true or untrue that she's violated her probation. So we'll set up for a hearing in a week.
On the 17th?
Sorry?
On Monday, the 17th?
Sure, yeah.
Judge, may we get your permission to go ahead and provision?
Please, yes. And then, obviously, whatever you need, you have access to it, or,
Sounds good.
It's open book. Hugh, hey, remember last week we had Timothy Smart on docket and you withdrew from it because he didn't show, something happened. He was supposed to be released to the Ed Emmett Center, right? Did he go there and just take off?
What is she?
Wait. You said he didn't check back in? Okay. All right. Okay.
It's just.
All right. I'm trying to figure out because we have him back. I mean, they arrested him pretty quick. They got him. Yeah, we issued the warrant on Friday. They arrested him on Saturday, so we've got him now, and we need to figure working again. Same thing. Did it. Okay. So it was so. All right, Hugh. I'll let you go. Okay. Bye. So what you're doing now, they did it 2 weeks ago.
They already did it.
Yeah. And so what happens is they can't hold him there. So they take him to the Ed Emmett
Right.
Center and they say, okay, here, we're taking you here, stay. We're going to give you a place to sleep. We're going to give you food, just stay and kind of, he took off. So
Yes.
because he's homeless, Hugh was never ever able to get a hold of him. And so we just issued the warrant.
Right. Okay.
I don't know if it would be good just to do the same thing because the same thing's going to happen.
I understand, Judge.
We need to figure out something else.
Something else.
And I know that the family's worried because they've called here several times concerned about his whereabouts, what he's doing to himself,
Yeah.
because they're scared that he's killing himself. I got to look to see if we got that info for you. Let me see. I'll check back in a little bit.
I'm going to go to our office and talk to our, the lead of our department. If we could possibly roll him until tomorrow, and we have a case review today, I could bring this up in the meeting.
Right. Take your time. There's no rush. If you want to, you don't have to do it tomorrow. If you want to do the next day or the following day, so give it time to see, how do we go forward? Because I don't
How do
know.
we approach this, right?
Anything we ever try to do with him in a voluntary nature, it just doesn't work because he would prefer to just go.
Yeah. Understood, Judge. Okay,
So how do you lead the horse to water?
right, you can. All right, Judge.
So just let me know, whatever day you want, I'm cool with it.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
But please, Judge? Yes, sir, Your Honor. Mr. Strong, please step forward, please. Alexander Strong, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I think the jail release instructions.
Yeah, we're not gonna go. This is Mr. Strong.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. Judge, I believe the state is moving to moving from a sort of a family member to a plain assault.
This is a big deal. A really, really big deal. With an assault of a family member, there is an affirmative finding of family violence. And what that means, if you ever pick up another one, you're looking at a third-degree felony, a minimum of 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison, because they can use one plus another one to make them into a felony offense. Do you understand? So you need to be very careful. I would say 95% of the people that are in jail now are there because they have no self-control. They get upset, they wig out, and they do whatever they want to do without thinking if I do this, what's going to happen? If I say this, what's going to happen? And that's what you need to do.
Who's teaching that? Yes, sir.
It's not hard. That's what we're going to do now, to try to give you the tools so that you think in the future of consequence. If I do this, what's going to happen? Do you understand? What you're doing now is you're entering into what's called a deferred adjudication. That is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record. It's the next best thing to a dismissal, but it's not dismissed. You can't, if you complete it, you can't tell people it was dismissed. You just do the probation, you complete it successfully, and you don't end up with a conviction. Do you understand? For you to complete it successfully, you must do what's called a TRAS. That's an evaluation to see what conditions you may need. If they assess conditions, you must fulfill those. No drugs, no alcohol, mental health caseload, and to get your GED. That is probably one of the most important things out of this. Sure.
I am still doing online school at the moment. I graduate this June.
Great. You're going now faithfully? Okay. It's really, really important. You can't go through life without a minimum, a high school diploma, because you will earn, I promise you, you will get menial, meaning you won't get a good job at a minimum with a high school diploma. There is a correlation, a curve. The more schooling you have, the more money you make. That's life. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. That's why the more education you have, the harder something is, the more money you make. You understand? Are you dad? Come on up.
This is Mark.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for coming. The most important thing, I think, is that we learn self-control, number one. Number two, that he graduates from high school.
Yes, sir.
And I will make you a deal. The minute you get your high school diploma, we'll take you off.
Yes, sir.
There's no need for you to be on this thing for an entire year. All you need to do, learn so that you don't come back and get your high school diploma. And once you do that, we'll terminate you. It's never about the money. I don't care about the money. We'll waive all your fees. I can't pay for outside vendor stuff. As far as stuff here, we'll take it off so you don't have to owe anything.
Sir, do I have to call Mr. Dixon when I get it to let him know?
Well, no, because we'll have you report directly with probation. You got to understand, though, that you give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You're saying you don't want a trial, you don't want to talk to witnesses, confront and cross-examine the people who are accusing you. You can't appeal this thing. Once you accept this agreement, you're entering into a contract with us. This is an agreement. You either complete it successfully, or if you don't, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest, and you're looking at a whole year in jail. You understand? Meaning, if you don't do your stuff on time, if you pick up a new case, if you consume illegal drugs like marijuana, if you consume alcohol, these things will land you back in jail.
Sir.
I'm going to bring you out. We're going to have a hearing. If they prove it to me that you violated this agreement, you're looking at a whole year in jail. You understand?
The smartest thing for me.
Who's the complaining witness in this case?
His father, Judge. Right here.
So I don't want you to have threatening, harassing contact with dad. We all get upset with our dad, but he's here for you. If he didn't care about you, he wouldn't be here. Do you know how many kids I see here that have no parents here at all? Be happy that you have a father, because you only get one. And sometimes they're going to disagree with you. They're going to. It's just a matter of time. But if you get upset, find another release, find another outlet, go beat up a tree. I have a friend who's got a calcified knuckle. It looks like a humongous nipple because it's so big. Because when he gets upset, he goes outside and punches trees. That's what he does. His knuckle is literally this. Find a release, not on a person. Do you understand? All right. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to wait. I'm going to give you a year. But once you graduate high school, I'll cut you loose. No dope, no alcohol. All right, good luck, my friend. All right, if you need anything, if he starts acting up, come back, let us know. We'll take care of business. Be nice. It's not hard. Okay, guys, good luck.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Have a
Okay.
The dad's name, Mr. Pompoy.
Elena,
Good morning. How are you?
hey, what's going on?
I'm here on Terrence. Last name is Beugre.
Okay,
It's he's entering the PTI program. There was an issue. We rolled him to get a issue resolved with his work vehicle. He had a portable and he had a Guardian interlock, and you all were paying for the portable. And so anyway, long story short, Brenda has everything. And I just wanted to, she's emailing me now actually, but the contract, I've emailed her the contract. And I got clarification that he's gonna pay, he doesn't need a portable because he uses the work vehicle as his personal vehicle. So are you okay with him just having the Guardian interlock in his work vehicle and then continuing like that?
Of course, I mean, I would imagine that it's the work, whether they care.
Well, that's what Brenda stated, and so,
I'm okay with it, sure,
yeah,
of course.
he already has it installed. And
Okay.
so,
Perfect.
can I stand down for a second? She just emailed me. Let me check that email.
Yeah, see if she'll follow the supervision order today.
I think she'll be filing it today. I just wanted to
Great.
update the court. Give me one moment. Okay,
Take your time.
all right.
Mr. DeBlanc.
Hey, Judge, how's it going?
Hey, bud, what's up?
Making it. How are you doing?
Same.
Yeah, I hear that.
Slowly and
Hey,
surely.
we have Mr. Jashawn Harris on docket today. This was a case that was on docket last week. I spoke to the state or to chief, let her know kind of our issues with the case. They were going to take a look at it and see if they were going to cut it loose or not.
Kenzie, what say you? Harris is the last name.
So Judge, I actually have not had the chance to look at this case. But I can discuss it with Yana really quickly.
See, yeah, for sure. Take it, go for it. Give me a second.
Yes,
Mr. DeBlanc is gonna go look. James.
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Hey, I talked to you last Thursday about Miss Newton moving it to Tuesday. It's on the docket today. So I'm
Newton,
asking, yeah. She had a bond violation.
you hear?
I told her to be there tomorrow because I had talked to you Thursday and you had said move it till Tuesday. 'Cause I had said,
Okay, yeah, that's fine, whatever, James, that's all right, not a problem. We'll roll it to tomorrow.
okay, thanks.
I don't know what happened. My name's Bennett and I ain't in.
All right, thank you.
The
you tomorrow.
BBR said 210.
It's not a big deal, Vic, just move it to tomorrow. Really.
Thank you.
You said
Okay.
you weren't.
So she'll be there tomorrow. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Judge, Blanca's here, but.
Hi, Blasa. Did you watch the Super Bowl yesterday?
I loved it.
Did you see that cruise ship that they had on there?
The what?
The cruise ship, because I know you go on a lot of cruises.
Yeah.
You see that cruise ship? It
No, I
looked
didn't.
awesome.
No. I must have been in between babies because I had my grandbaby with me and stuff.
But it's the ship called the MSC. And man, it looked expensive. It's not like one of those ones that can come out of Galveston, you know?
Have you been on any? You been on the Jubilee? You been on the Jubilee? No? Mhm.
It's nice.
Mhm.
I've been on, I think, 2 Carnival ships. And then,
It's my favorite. Because I like and the casino.
you know, they have now more Royal Caribbean ships coming out of Galveston. And they have this one called the Harmony that we're gonna go on, and it's supposed to be really good.
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I want to go.
We're doing that one later this year.
Carnival is also going to that island. What is it? The celebration or there's something about celebration. It's like
Is it the Royal Caribbean island?
Is it Royal Caribbean? I thought
It's Coco Cay, I think it's called, right?
we go to Belize in March.
That's fun.
Take it back. April 27th. I'll be taking
I'm
out
jealous.
the dream, that boat. I haven't been on that one yet. But
All out of Galveston, right?
I was able to get a suite for $230.
What? That's sick. Oh my God, that's so cheap.
The breeze, because I like it.
Wow, that's so cheap. Holy moly.
Well, the breeze only costs me $293 for 2 people. All you can drink all over the boat, the whole 9 yards.
Kidding. That's not with like taxes and port fees and everything.
With everything.
I mean, that's not giving it
I'll show
away.
you.
That's so cheap. You'll eat that in a week, you know,
I
in
can-
3 days.
So this one's a 6-day. And
Wow.
so then it was $393.
I mean, you can't beat that, you know? What are
No,
we doing? Where are we keeping you? Yeah,
Some gentleman out here.
is this gentleman?
Yes.
Thanks.
Buenos días, señor. Escucha, pues.
Mona, do you know if he has a lawyer?
¿Usted tiene abogado?
No.
No. He says he does
Echemendia
not.
Garcia.
Señor García,
Mm.
¿no tienes abogado?
Mr. Echemendia Garcia, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine because of the high blow. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
Contra usted.
You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Usted me dio la corte.
I'm sorry, Judge, can I have a cause number?
It is 252-4989.
498 what? 9?
252-4989.
On August 18th, February 24th,
El 24 de
an
febrero.
officer was dispatched. On August 18th, 2024, officers were dispatched to a crash and observed the defendant's vehicle with the front right bumper damage stopped at an intersection where the defendant had struck the witness's vehicle. The witness advised the defendant rear-ended him. He saw the defendant in the driver's seat and driving. He observed the odor of alcohol upon the defendant's breath, stumbling when he got out of his vehicle. The witness informed the officers he took the defendant's keys away because he attempted to leave the scene. Officers observed the defendant to have glassy, sleepy eyes, and the defendant admitted to having a can of natural light at 1:30. SFSTs were conducted. 6 out of 6 clues observed on the HGN. 4 out of 8 clues observed on the one leg stand. And 3 out of 8 clues were observed on the walk and turn. The DIC was read and the defendant consented to a breath test. The results were 0.190 and 0.194.
Can you look to see if he has any priority to BIs? Number one.
No criminal history.
Can you look to see if he has a Texas driver license?
He does not.
Mr. Lazaro Echemendia Garcia, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I am now placing bond conditions on you. If you violate these conditions, I will revoke your bond and I will put you in jail. I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you are not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put an immigration detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until the case is over with, and then you will be shipped off to immigration. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I am ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will randomly test you. They may call on you to go take a test. If you fail to go take the test, a warrant will be issued for your arrest. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, then you are not allowed to drive. I will have you sign with me today an affidavit, which is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. This I take above all else as serious as it comes. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care if you need groceries. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 kittens. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Mr. Garcia, do you have a lawyer?
¿Tiene abogado?
No.
No.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
La capacidad para un abogado? No.
I will have you fill out an application and I will take a look to see whether you qualify for an appointed lawyer.
Un abogado de oficio.
Do not leave
No se
until you
vaya.
sign all of our bond conditions.
Todas las condiciones de fianza.
I'm gonna tell you now,
Voy a decir ahorita,
this is the only warning you will get from me.
te voy a dar.
Do not endanger my community. Do you understand?
¿Lo entienden? Yes,
Okay,
sir.
come on.
There's no bond set?
Oh, no, it was.
Yeah, there is.
It needs to
It's
be
25.
reinstated. Oh, is it been reinstated?
I don't know.
Because it was a bond revoke, Judge, it was a arrest at the scene of the crime and then he didn't show up and then we bond revoked it on August 26th.
How is it that ICE just, was he actually in ICE custody? I don't understand this whole thing, how, because when someone gets into ICE custody, they don't just up and get released.
It looks like it was.
It was like Ron said, exactly.
So it's being reinstated?
It needs to be.
I can.
Thank you.
Come back up. I need to explain one more thing to you.
Se está haciendo otra cosa.
I don't know what happened to you. I don't know what happened with immigration. I will reinstate your bond now because I do it for every single person one time.
Siempre.
Ever fail to
Pero
show
si
up
usted
again,
vaya a
I'm giving you the
presentarse de
benefit of the
vuelta,
doubt
te
now.
voy a dar el
I'm
beneficio de
reinstating
la
your
duda.
bond.
Te voy a
Otherwise, you would be going to
poner para
jail.
atrás.
But if you fail to appear for any more future hearings, then I will revoke your bond. Do you understand?
No, lo voy a quitar. ¿Usted me entiende? Yes, sir.
Right.
Hasta que no aquí. Eso sí, usted no va a manejar nada y puede dejar si no tiene licencia de conducir. Y el paso el banco de mundo intentando eso. Desde la licencia de
Yo no me hablaba de la
Oh, hey, guys, are we picking a jury tomorrow? Which, I need the cost number or a panel, please.
Judge,
Tell me.
I confirmed with Ms. Gamas that on Terrence.
We know who you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, well, she has everything. She'll be submitting the supervision order over to the DA to sign, the contract for the DA to sign and submit everything to the court.
All right, so they're gonna file supervision order today.
Yes,
Wonderful.
all right, thank
Okay.
you.
You did? Great. Okay, good job,
Oh, you
Elena.
have it? Okay,
All right.
all right, thank you. So
Thanks.
he can be reset. Victoria, what day are you gonna give him? This today?
No, it has to be whatever's in the contract.
Okay,
I don't know.
all right.
What does the contract say? Do you know?
So
What does the supervision order say?
oh, I'm not sure.
The date should be on the supervision order. Joe, you ready?
Your Honor, good morning. Your Honor, I was here on a case, Cesar Eduardo Hernandez. It's 1 week 2. We're also finishing up the PTI requirements and we just sent to the Ms. Galman's, the AD sent for us the no driving affidavit. And so we're just waiting for the supervision order as well to be inputted. No, Cesar Eduardo.
God, it's so old.
Yes. We were just waiting on the no driving affidavit today, and then, once she's able to complete the entire contract put
Okay,
together.
so let's roll it to tomorrow. I mean, or you want to wait for a little bit?
I'm not sure her availability for the rest of the afternoon, or if it will be
I
done.
guess, Joe, let's roll it to tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
'Cause it's just so old, you know? We'll see. Hopefully we'll get the supervision order tomorrow.
It should
Okay.
be done for sure by tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Joe.
Judge, we do have our owner on page, 2 that's sitting in the box. It says he has an attorney, but he hasn't shown up here.
I'll reach out. Hey, you got someone here today. Hmm. You want me to roll it to tomorrow? Okay, yeah, of course. We'll do that tomorrow. All right, bye. I guess, I don't know. Barhona, come up.
Senor,
You need the cost number?
I have it.
Yep. Your lawyer cannot be here today. We are rolling your case to tomorrow. You were still under bond condition this court not to drive. Do not drive. Do you understand? Okay, we'll see you here tomorrow.
Same time?
8:30 in your seats.
Hold on, sorry.
And Judge, let me know when you're ready for the cause number for tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. We need to order a panel. Ready? Okay, what is it?
2505428.
What do I have?
Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Tell me.
You might see like a lot of dismissals from me right now.
That's okay.
I'm going through the NER disclosure
Those?
case list
Okay, great.
of the rats in the evidence room that apparently have.
The rats.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So, just in case you see a bunch of, there's warrants and then open cases.
Hey. It's always the rats. Yeah, rats getting high. Hey, what did you guys say on Jashawn Harris?
I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Cool. And I'm still here, Judge, whenever they make a decision on it.
I got you.
Thanks, Judge.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Machado, I skipped you the THA. Machado, can you approach on page 15? So you did it about it.
So it's late now, so what we'll do is we'll give him a,
Wednesday.
Mr. Machado?
Yes.
Do you have a lawyer today?
No, sir.
Okay, did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, it's kind of late already, so what we'll do is I'll give you an application. We'll send you home with it. When you come back, have it filled out, and then we'll take a look at it.
Whom do I give that application to?
When you come back, you can just give it to the clerks. Okay? All right, we'll have you sign a reset with Ramona, and then we'll get you on your way. And then whatever day he wants next week, I'm okay with. Okay, sir, please. Ray.
I'm gonna have some. I'll make sure you get your next court date.
Send your guy for a drug test right now, and then we can roll into tomorrow if you're okay with that, or if you can do it later this week. He has a bond violation. Yeah.
There's no confirmed consumption, Judge.
Huh?
There's no confirmed consumption.
I want to send it for a drug and alcohol test then. It's a long tamper, so that tells me someone's putting something in his you know, admonish him. Or let's send him and then we'll talk to him tomorrow. And then I'll admonish him again tomorrow. Shit, but don't let him leave. He's getting sent for a test now. Yeah, okay.
Are you excited to see me now?
Easy there, Tiger. Easy, Tiger.
Ray dealt with me a lot when I was in felony.
Oh, sorry to hear about
I had
that.
to see him a lot of misdemeanor. Until now.
We love her.
So we're rolling down this tomorrow and drug test today?
So you have a test today.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, I have to look at the change. Okay. What was the, can you write a note and Ray
Say it again.
on page 27 and a couple of
Okay, so let's do the same thing because it's late now, you know, it's people already either gone. So we'll, if they want applications and we'll give them and then same thing.
Judge, I thought we dismissal on Harris.
They dismissed it, David. Thanks.
Sorry, Judge, what was that?
Your case has been dismissed.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
Okay, man, take care.
You too.
Judge, did you revoke, you said top of 18?
Yeah, top of 18. It's an
The bond
MRP.
the bond paperwork says February 14th.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, ixnay on the, so roll to the 14th.
Judge, did you say I was right?
Always trying to pull a fast one, you. How about Macintosh? Bottom of 19.
No, Judge, they didn't.
Okay, so 5,002. You got anything on that one, Vic? Huh?
No, Judge, that's a good one.
Yeah, okay. I was messing with you, man. Come on. Hey, guys, did they catch that the person from U of H,
Yes,
they caught,
I saw it on the news yesterday. I don't know her name, but I did see it on ABC. From the sexual assault, right?
yeah.
It's a lot.
Judge Gomez on page 11 needed bond conditions.
Oh, yes. He just, Gilbert, did he just get out of ICE custody?
Yes.
Yeah, he needs bond conditions.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to bring him up.
Trying to work it
Oh,
out.
you need a translator too?
Yes, I just talked to his immigration attorney, so we're resolving.
Yeah, but we still need bond conditions though.
But yes, he needs an interpreter.
Yeah, give us a second, we'll get you one. Good, thanks. Yeah.
I have Mr. Lopez in custody. He has an ICE hold. He's a fail for bail. We're going to file a bail order. He's actually supposed to plead today, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna take for that paperwork to go through. If not, if he's rolled to tomorrow, do you still want to post bond conditions? No.
He's got a nice hold, right?
Yeah. Sounds good. Just want to make
Yeah,
sure.
it's up to you, however you want to do it.
No, I'm okay with that. Thank you, Judge.
Now we can do it now, or we can do it tomorrow, however you want.
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, sure.
You want him up here, Judge?
Please.
Pasa para acá.
The last name.
Introducir, con tu permiso, al juez. Para usted. Sí, señor. A todas las preguntas del juez. ¿Tiene alguna pregunta?
Mr. Gomez, you are charged with, you are charged with driving while intoxicated.
Están acusados de manejar cuando estabas intoxicado.
You're facing up to a year in jail
Mirando que posiblemente esto un año en la cárcel.
because of the high blow.
Soplaste alto.
I am now putting bond conditions on you.
Estoy poniendo con condiciones de fianza.
If you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail.
Si no cumples con estas condiciones, te voy a poner en la cárcel.
I don't know what your immigration status is,
No sé cuál es tu estado migratorio.
but if you're not in this country with permission
En este país con permiso
and you go to jail
y vas a la cárcel.
and immigration finds you
Inmigración te encuentra,
because they sweep it every single day,
lo están yendo ahí todos los días,
they will put an immigration detainer on you
a poner una orden de detención de inmigración.
and you will sit there until this case is over with and then shipped off to immigration.
Estar en la cárcel hasta que tú termines este caso y después te van a mandar al centro de migración.
Do you understand?
¿Entiendes eso, verdad?
Sí, señor, pues.
Your first condition is that you're not to use alcohol or illegal drugs.
Puedes tomar alcohol o drogas ilegales.
You will be randomly tested.
Te van a estar checando bien seguido a cualquier momento.
If they call you to go test
Llaman para que te vayan a examinar
and you fail to appear,
y no te presentas.
a warrant for your arrest will be issued.
Yo voy a ordenar que te arresten. Porque
You are also not to drive.
no debes de manejar.
If you do not have a Texas driver license
Si no tienes licencia de manejar
and liability insurance,
y aseguranza,
you are not to drive.
no debes de manejar.
I don't care what your excuse is.
No importa a mí cuál es tu pretexto.
Do you understand?
¿Se entiende?
Sí, sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
You will be signing a promise with me.
Entonces, firmar una promesa conmigo,
This is an affidavit
un testamento
that you're not to drive.
de que no vas a manejar.
This is the only warning you will get from me.
Es la única advertencia que voy a hablar contigo de esto.
Do you understand?
¿Entiende usted?
Sí, señor, pues.
Yes, sir.
Can you see if he has any prior DWIs?
No, he has no criminal history.
Okay. Now, you have a lawyer.
Tienes un abogado.
It is your responsibility to stay in touch with him.
Comunícate con tu abogado.
If you fail to stay in touch with him
Comunicas con tu abogado
and he tells me that he can't get a hold of you,
y él me dice que no te puede conseguir.
I will issue a warrant for your arrest.
Yo voy a hacerle una orden para tu arresto, para traerte.
All I want are my streets to be safe.
Yo todo lo que quiero es ponerte en este caso pendiente, que no tenga ningún problema y que las calles aquí de Houston no tienen que preocupar de ti. ¿Entiendes eso?
Sí, señor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good luck.
Buena suerte.
Gracias.
Aquí.
Gilbert, first he has to promise here and then he's going to sign conditions over there.
It seemed like it at first, but then like we switched it up, so. You like it there?
All right, we're done. Guys, that's it. Ready for trial tomorrow? Dun, 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 final.
Judge, on, Zion McIntosh, he was wrong.
No, we can't curry favor with people. They're supposed to be here. It's been multiple times. That's it. No. At some point, we can't just enable it.